clouds go gray.
Okay. When democracy first came, there were so many positives that we had. We had the invention of this, and that. If we're going to go into it now, we may not get out of here. We all know that GSM came in when we had democracy, and there was freedom of expression, there was freedom of speech. To an extent, a lot of things are sort of stabilized at the first, let me say, the first time democracy came. That is during the tenure of Obasanjo and Atiku. Well, there's some negatives that were there too, but to be honest, the positives in their own time outweighed what was negative. But it looks like right after their own tenure, the leaders we have had after them is almost as though something goes wrong. They promise you this, they promise you that. All of us are witnesses to the many things they promised us: good roads, good health facilities, and what we have now is a far cry from the promises that they made to us. So, to me, democracy worked a little bit. Shortly after the people who came in with that democracy, those who have come after have not really implemented it as they ought to. So it's sad, but I just hope and pray that something works out and things go well for Nigeria.
If I could, I would change the mindset, the perceptions, and the ideology of most of our politicians, because until that happens, then we are still going to be in this same unfortunate cycle.
I think my most memorable experience has been daddy coming back from work with meat pies and all, and having a good time, not making you feel out of place.
Okay, my most memorable event. Well, I grew up in Jos, and every Children's Day, the governor would always have children come over to Government House, and he would throw a party for them. That's the most memorable thing I've had about Children's Day. And then there was always this march past at the stadium. Different schools come together, we all march past, and then we're all competing for the cup. So that's one of the memorable things I enjoyed as a child growing up.
Well, I have quite a number of experiences. Memorable, I don't know if I would say that. What comes to mind right now is when my parents are going out and then I'm crying, wanting to run out with them. And then oftentimes I would cry until they come back and all of that. But it's all good. Also, something else that comes to mind readily is one of the few pictures I have actually. Maybe I should say the only picture I have of my childhood, of myself and my brother and my dad in an amusement park or something. So looking at that picture, it brings back some memories of good times, though a lot of it I can't remember right now, but at least from the picture I can glean that it was quite a memorable experience. So.
Nasty thing, I stole 5 naira. And my mom caught me. I just wanted to have some pop-up that morning, and I just took the 5 naira for Omidu, and then my mom caught me and I had to confess. That was the most nasty thing.
Rhymes. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are, up above the world, so high, like a diamond in the sky.
I liked what's that game? Tinko, Tinko, Tikonko, Tinko, Tinko, Tinko. Yes, I liked it.